So, I was reading about fossils the other day, and I kept wondering, how do these ancient remains end up getting buried so deep into the ground in the first place? It's kind of wild to imagine a creature just lying there and then, millions of years later, we dig it up.
It really is fascinating. Basically, when an animal or plant dies, it usually gets buried pretty quickly by things like mud, sand, or even volcanic ash. That quick burial is key to keeping it safe from things like scavengers or weather. Without that, the remains would just disappear.
Ah, so it's less about the ground swallowing them up, and more about layers just building over them over time. I guess that explains why so many fossils are found in places that used to be lakes or swamps.
Exactly, those environments are perfect for burying stuff fast. Floods, landslides, or even a pileup of dead plants can do the trick. Once that first layer is on, nature does the rest, piling more and more material on top as centuries pass.
That actually brings up another thing I've always wondered. What happens after something's buried? How does it go from being, say, a bone to something rock hard we call a fossil?
What surprises most people is it's not the bone itself that lasts. Over time, minerals from the surrounding mud or water gradually seep in and replace all the organic material. It's like the bone is swapped out for stone bit by bit, but keeping the exact shape.
So it's like nature is doing a slow motion sculpture, only using minerals instead of clay. That's pretty amazing. I imagine this process must take a really long time, right?
You're spot on. It can take thousands or even millions of years. The conditions have to stay just right. Not too much pressure, not too much heat, and definitely no disturbances. Otherwise, the fossil doesn't form.
Now I'm thinking, not every animal or plant gets to become a fossil, do they? There must be so many ancient creatures that just disappeared without a trace.
That's true, most things never fossilize at all. Creatures with hard parts, like bones or shells, have a better shot. Soft-bodied animals, like jellyfish, usually don't stand a chance because they decompose too quickly.
Makes sense. I guess that's why we're always uncovering fossils of dinosaurs or trilobites, but very rarely of, say, ancient worms. The odds are seriously stacked against them.
Totally. And even when the conditions are right, things like erosion or earthquakes can destroy fossils before anyone ever finds them. It's kind of amazing we have as many as we do.
That reminds me of those incredible fossil discoveries you see in documentaries, where teams are brushing away dirt from a perfectly preserved bone. Finding something that survived for millions of years must feel like winning the lottery.
I bet it's an incredible rush. Paleontologists spend weeks, sometimes months, slowly chipping away at rock to reveal just a fragment. And sometimes they stumble on entire skeletons by chance, like after a storm exposes new layers.
It almost sounds like detective work, piecing together clues from the past. There are probably times when they think they found something big, only for it to turn out to be just a rock.
Oh, definitely. They even have a term for that pseudo-fossils. These are rocks or mineral patterns that look like fossils but aren't. It just shows how tricky and exciting the hunt can be.
After all that effort, the big question is, what do fossils actually tell us? Why go through so much trouble just to find these stone remains?
Fossils are like time capsules. They can reveal what animals and plants lived long ago, what the climate was like, even how continents moved. For instance, finding tropical plant fossils in Antarctica tells us that region was once warm.
That's incredible. It's as if we're slowly piecing together a giant puzzle of Earth's history, one fossil at a time. Makes you appreciate just how much is buried under our feet.
Exactly. Each discovery fills in a blank about where we came from and helps us understand how life and the planet have changed. Who knows what we'll dig up next?